Hi friends, welcome to data science tutorial series. In this tutorial series we are using pandas to carry out data science related activities. So in this video we are going to understand reshape. So let's get going. So when we want to do reshaping, there is a way to do that. We have already seen several things like we already know, like basically pivot is there or cross tab. A lot of things we have basically played in various videos. So when it comes to reshape, there is a functionality called as melt. So now this melt functionality or a melt function in pandas is basically used to change the data frame format from wide to long. So once we do the demo, probably this will be clear rather than going into only this specific explanation. So melt is used to change the data frame. That is what data frame format. Then it is used to create specific format of the data frame object where one or more columns work as identifier, and the remaining columns will be treated as values and unpivoted to the row axis, and only two columns, that means variable and value, will be there. So in a way this is a mechanism. So in simple words, if I want to put it, so melt is a function which basically is used to change the format of the data frame. That is the first thing. And then you basically are trying to have only two columns because you are going to unpivot it. So you are going to have two columns where you have variable and value. Now still I think it is little confusing, or probably we may not understand it quickly. So we will try to see a demo. So in the demo we actually will understand what do you mean by only two columns are there, that is variable and value, and then what is getting changed, or what is getting when we say that data format is getting changed. So we'll try to see that. So in this demo we'll read the CSV file with data, then we'll do reshaping of the data frame using melt function. So we understand how the melt is working and how we achieve reshaping. Then we filter out, because now once we are done, then we can obviously filter the output of the melt function. Then we can change the column titles to the custom names, because now we are going to get only two columns, so we can then change it as per our liking. So let's see this in working rather we will see this in working so that we understand it clearly. So let's go to the demo. I have created a sample skeleton code. So let me just import pandas. I am going to basically import some data of multiple cities. Now I have some idea what is this data, but if somebody gives you such a data, then we can hardly make out what is this. So let us say that this is the data frame and this is the data that is given in a CSV file of multiple cities. Now here what is there? There is some day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like that till Sunday, and there are some numbers that are given, say Nagpur number, Chennai number, Berlin number, like that. So there are different cities, some Arabic cities we have here, Nagpur, Chennai and Berlin, and basically these are the values. Now what we want is basically, now I can't much make out from here. So what I want to do is, I will basically use a melt function and I will transform or reshape the data. So it will be now similar the way in which we have used earlier pivot table, but I have told you we are going to sort of have two columns only. So let's first try to change it so that we have one, that means we have say day, and then for that day what is the value. So let's now try to basically do that. So we'll just run this code. So here you can see the way in which I used it, pd.melt. So here we are creating a df1. So we are having, earlier was a df, we are creating a df1. So pd.melt, so melt is a function which is going to take one input as a data frame and another is a id vars to keep the column intact. So that is on the x-axis. What you want on x-axis, basically that will be 10. So you want on x-axis day, that is very clear. So because now you want on x-axis and still there are three columns, so what is the way out? So way out is, now you basically keep on replicating it. So what is that is day, so variable will be Nagpur and value. So that is what I was trying to show you in the, so here now you have only, so we are trying to have variable and value. So that first approach or that thought process has come. So here day, then the variable and the value. Okay, so that is what I have achieved using melt. Now if somebody is interested in taking a look at melt details, then you can just press shift tab. You will get the help of the melt and you can see. So what is it doing? It's an unprewords data frame from wide format to the long format. So that's what it is doing. So it was wide earlier, now it is doing it in long. So it is as simple to understand now probably. So here now you can see earlier we were having, it was like it could have gone till like this if there would have been more columns. So now we are just making it wide. Now we are making it long. So now Monday, Tuesday till say Sunday, then again Monday, Tuesday for Chennai, then for say Berlin. So now you are going to get these values. Now you have been told say that these values are, let's say the whatever the data. So we'll come to that. So now I want to, let's say, filter out. So what I can do, so if I want to filter out, then I can simply say df1 and then just say variable is equal to Chennai. So when I say variable is equal to Chennai, I can filter it out and I'm going to say see the data which is related to only Chennai. So this filter is also possible because now I am going to take the output of melt and then do the filtration. This is just a additional piece of information which we can do on the melt data, because now it is very clear. Now somebody has told me that this value, all these values that are provided to an Excel are actually the say temperature values. So now it is not part of the Excel. So what I can do, actually I can use again a melt function, and obviously data frame is the input. Then I am going to give day as the ID var. So I have told you that. Then var name I am going to give the city, and then the values are now temperature. So now you can see this here. So let me just run it. So now here, instead of here we were having variable and value. So now we have basically renamed it and we have said var name is city. So now this has become city. So this was a variable, and that's why there is a short form, or that is the way to give when it comes to melt. So if I just do shift tab, you will see this. So ID vars, then var name, and then the value name. So we are using this value name. So here var name is city and then the value name is temperature, because then the person told me, okay, the values that are part of your Excel are actually the temperature values. So now I am going to make use of that temperature. So you now name the column that is the temperature and then you get it. So now you can see we have converted from wide format to long format, and then we also have made use of this var name as well as the value name and stuff like that. Then we also have seen how we can filter out the melt output. So all those things we could do as part of this demonstration. So we have done reshaping of data frame using melt function, then we filtered the output, and then we changed the column titles to the custom name. So this completes this demonstration. I hope you like this video. Thank you.